And what he figured out was that if you take the herb, make it into the tincture you want, you create an alcohol tincture, and the herbs that are in this brew are going to release their active phytochemicals into this alcohol tincture. And then after that extract is made, you remove all the plant material and you burn it into its mineral ash so that all the carbon's burnt off and just the minerals are left. And you then return these minerals back into that herbal extract, and all the color comes back that's supposed to be there, and the aroma returns. And this particular alchemical combination is called the spagyric method of making herbal extracts, and it's considered the most potent, or one of the most potent ways of making an herbal extract. So we have this wonderful product called Livatrex, which has got the traditional silymarin in it, herbs which support the kidney function and liver function. They're all designed to both act as a tonic to activate its own function and support the known functions of like silymarin for the liver to rebuild a portion of its ability to filter the blood system. So Livatrex can be taken for somebody who knows they have liver challenges on an ongoing basis, or for several months in a row to support optimization of liver health. Anyways, these 4 products comprise my base package for helping you detoxify heavy metals in a way that will make you feel better and better and better the longer you're on it, because your whole body is becoming detoxified. That's what we're getting, a lot of feedback to that effect from people taking these products, or particularly the Whey and the Mineral Magic, and these 2 additional if you have the funds to add them and feel the need for them. Then I wanted to go next to the subject of the pineal gland and the need to decalcify it. So you have this gland in the middle of your head, which you can look online and see where it's located anatomically in your head, that is responsible for producing melatonin, the sleep chemical. It's also responsible, according to some people's research, for producing dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. Dimethyltryptamine apparently is the chemical that enables us to go into an altered state of consciousness where, when we're sleeping, we have our REM state of sleep. And also, for those people who have studied this subject and know this, there's also the ability for your spirit body to leave your physical body, and this is called astral travel. And this particular gland in your brain is responsible for putting your brain into a brainwave pattern state that enables you to vibrationally have the right vibrational frequency for your spirit body to leave your physical body. So this gives you the ability to have your out-of-body experiences and basically receive spiritual guidance from your higher divine self. So the importance of the pineal gland is phenomenal for just general mood and well-being, but it's also important for your own spiritual inner guidance and your own sense of happiness in the world. And most of our pineal glands have been damaged extensively by the presence of mercury, and also because of the presence of fluoride in the water supply, in the fluoride treatments you've gotten in the dental chair, and the fluoride in the toothpaste that you probably grew up with using and perhaps are still using. Well, people putting this in the water supply are very ignorant of what they're doing. And this substance you can learn about extensively in a book called The Fluoride Deception, and where you find that our government's done extensive research on it and knows about its extreme toxicity. And it shouldn't be in the water supply. We're all being poisoned if we are drinking this kind of water. So I would alert you to get a very good water filter, and in the body of my email there's a 16-stage water filtration system that I recommend people use to have an effective method of purifying their water and putting good memory into it, to remove the negative memory and put in the good memory, good energy, good frequencies into the water, and have pure water to drink. And then I also recommend people to never ever use fluoridated toothpaste of any kind. Never get fluoride treatments from a dentist. They're totally toxic. And if your dentist insists upon it and there's no evidence to support this, well, you don't want that as a dentist anymore. So there's a protocol now that you can use that will support your body's ability to decalcify the pineal gland. It's been discovered that vitamin K2 is an essential vitamin to activate your body's production of a protein called matrix GLA protein. Matrix GLA protein is now known to play a vital role in the proper deposition of calcium in the body. So this means that it can literally take and remove calcium that's deposited in an unhealthy manner into your arteries, creating hardening of the arteries, or deposited in the soft tissues or anywhere else in the body in an unhealthy manner, creating hardened tissues, to create a protein called matrix GLA protein to cause it to be removed. That's right. You can now nutritionally support your body's ability to remove improperly and unhealthfully deposited calcium from your pineal gland, your joints, your arteries, anywhere by using vitamin K2 in your diet. Natural food sources of vitamin K2 are butter from grass-fed cows and fermented raw cod liver oil. These are both nutritionally available on the marketplace, and I used to use them and promote them, and I still do with regards to one of them, which is the fermented cod liver oil. But when I was trying to help people to support their bodies nutritionally to remineralize their bones, we didn't see evidence to support that these food sources were doing it. So when you go back to Weston A. Price's studies on this, he was able to show he could reverse bone loss in animals by using these supplements and support remineralization of children's teeth by using these supplements. But that was a time in the 40s where we had an entirely different ecosystem that was much cleaner, much healthier, less pollution, and food was traditionally much healthier back then when you were, eating real food. So my modern day results with customers that I've worked with where we've done bone scan tests before and after, 6 months later for 4 people, showed no progress in remineralization of their bones using just X Factor butter and the fermented cod liver oil along with some calcium supplementation. So I've now moved forward in time, and in 2011 I got a testimonial from a customer saying that when she used the combination of products that incorporated Synergy K, which was vitamin K2, the vitamin D3, Intracal, NanoCal, and Synergy 1, that when she redid her bone density tests, all of her deficiency of bone material was gone. She had fully remineralized bones. So evidence is now in my lap saying that if I want to get therapeutically successful results with the vitamin K2 working in your body, I want to use not just a food source, but a isolated, concentrated source of it to get a therapeutic effect. That's what evidence shows is effective, so that's what I'm going to promote. So to support decalcification of your pineal gland, I recommend using a product called Synergy K. Also, as a base, I like to work with the food source of that vitamin in nature because the cofactors are there, which would be the fermented cod liver oil. So I like to recommend the fermented cod liver oil, which contains the vitamin K2, also the vitamin D3, the EPA, the DHA, undenatured oils, and all the cofactors that nature put there, identified and unidentified. So you have the fermented cod liver oil, the Synergy K, and those two things will help your body to support this matrix GLA protein and this decalcification of your pineal gland. I consider those two the strongest measures to take. However, there's a third supplement you can consider taking, and this is based on the evidence provided to us by Dr. Bernard Jensen. Dr. Bernard Jensen was a chiropractor who really ushered in an era of nutritional, healthy living that is phenomenal, and he's written some great books, and one of his books chronicles that sodium from food sources, so sodium from food sources would be like that sodium flavor that comes naturally from celery juice or from beets or from spinach, and just other natural sources. Even carrot juice is a source of sodium. That these are all sodium-rich sources from food. So it's not sodium chloride, the salt that comes from sea salt or some other salt type of sodium. This is a food source of sodium. Tomatoes are rich in sodium. Then also goat's whey, organic goat's whey, mineral whey is rich in sodium. And Dr. Bernard Jensen maintained that sodium, food-based sodium, would regulate calcium in the body. And that if you had calcium deposits in your body, you would want to intake a sodium from a food source in your diet, be it a broth made from these vegetables, be it a juice made from these vegetables, and or, in this instance, a supplement that's the concentrated powders of those things. And that you could support your body's removal of calcium out of the joints and out of the soft tissues if you took this into your diet. And he maintained that if you did this, you could clean up all these bone spurs and all that kind of stuff. So there's a food supplement we carry called Alkalizer, which is the dehydrated juice of celery, carrots, and beets, and also the mineral whey from organic goat's whey that's high in organic sodium. This supports, Dr. Bernard Jensen maintained this supports the health of your stomach lining because this is a sodium-rich tissue, and also your joints are sodium-rich tissues, and this also maintains the health of your joints. And he also advocated it, of course, for the decalcification. So you've got several purposes for which you could use this alkalizer supplement. So if you took 2 tablespoons of this a day, that would be a standard dosage I would recommend people use to support the body's optimal food-based sodium needs to regulate calcium levels in the body in a more healthful manner.